Hello, Tech everyone. It's me again, Penny. And I thought I would do something a little different tonight besides the the story time, and do something a little bit more relevant. I know I don't do a lot of political shit, but tonight I had a little conversation with one of my cousins, and I thought it would be a little bit interesting to post. So, alright, here we go. So, tonight I posted this meme. The original sin was failing to send Donald Trump to prison for the rest of his life for mounting a violent coup to overthrow the election of 2020. This is by Justin Amish. And one of my cousins put a laughy face on it. A laughy face! And I'm like, okay. And I asked my sister, is our cousin a MAGA? And she's like, yeah, a lot of people are MAGAs. And I'm like, why? Oh, and I was so aghast by it. And I said, I don't even know what to say. So the only thing I could think of was, hey, Justin, didn't know you were a pedo. And he said, do your research. My research? And he said, we as Americans have our own opinions. Love you, cuz. And then I said, did Captain Cankles McBonespurs fight for this country? Nope. He dodged it 5 times and incited an insurrection. In your own words, do your research. And then he said after that, maybe you should wake up from your dream. So I said, my dream of not having a fat, makeup wearing, lifts wearing, pedo brainwashing dipshit like you into making him president? Or wishing that my relatives aren't this fucked up? Your dad would be so fucking disappointed in you. So would everyone in our family that fought for this country. And then he wrote, maybe you should relocate to Canada, LOL. And then I said, maybe you should relocate to Trump's anus. And then he said, you're so brainwashed by CNN. And he misspelled your. So I said, lay off the Fox News, you brain. Your brain rot is showing. Anyway, he wrote back. I also told him that his grammar, because he misspelled your, so I had to tell him how bad his grammar is. And then he says, have a drink, all good, and go about your rainbow parade. My rainbow parade? Well, I said, we have a lot of rainbow in our family. Get used to it. And then he says, give the rainbow back, LOL. And I said, give your last name back, you MAGA piece of shit. And that was my rant. And there's a shit ton. There's a lot of people that, try to, outdo me or whatever. And I'll see you tomorrow.